Hi. I just wanted to share with you the remote viewing that I had of an experience last night. We're up north and it was so powerful. I do remote viewing and I don't have a problem with that, but this one was completely different, to the point it showed me what was happening with the totals of people that are getting the jab at the moment. It was amazing. We were sitting in the lounge and talking away, and all of a sudden I had this really overwhelming feeling that came through me, and I said, look, I'm getting called out, and my friends know, that's just who I am. And they said, oh, do you want to do a meditation with it? And I thought, hey, why not? And I said, well, you can be part of it if you'd like. So I took them through it. It was spectacular what happened. It was like we went through these cones. So imagine a honeycomb. And we got pulled through, because the higher the frequency that we were rising and I was helping them lift into, we came up to the top surface. And above here was so many enlightened beings, souls. It was incredible. It was an incredible experience. And the more you looked around, everybody was celebrating, because if you can connect in, you intuitively know that it's becoming to the end. It's getting to the end. It's not end times, it's only the end of the experiences, what we're going through, because there is so much fear. It's total control and manipulation. And if you really connect to your heart, this is not what living is about. People should not be fearing everything. The amount of messages, the amount of people that reach out and ask me, and I just help guide them to connect within themselves. Because when you are truly connected within your soul and your mind, and you feel at peace, only then you know that you feel safe to walk forward. But at the moment, with the media and the controllers are really pumping out fear, and it's massive. So the biggest thing at the moment is really find your connection with inside yourself and in your heart. So yeah, we did the meditation, and it was incredible. The best way I can describe it is like a honeycomb, and inside the honeycomb was our own individual portal, and we came up to the top. And there was a clearing, and I looked around, and my soul knew these people. Yeah, I didn't look at their faces, because my whole vibration of who I am was resonating to them. And when we came up through, we stood there, but everybody was in total celebration. It was massive celebration. The excitement that penetrated through you as an individual, you knew then that it's not much longer. So while I was taking my friends through this meditation, I was saying this. I was getting them to be aware and to feel the energy and the feeling. And when I scanned and looked around, yeah, you could tell the souls that are totally connected out there, and they were there. And I looked back to where we just stepped out of, and there was more souls coming up. And you watched them, knowing what you had just gone through when you came up to this level. It was an inner knowing straight away that they knew where they were. It is the most incredible, powerful feeling when you go through it. And anyway, so I went beyond that, because I knew there was more for me to see, and I was getting called. So from there, I merged through all the people. But it was like a ranking, intuitive ranking. So you got to see what is happening, who is in the forefront of what's going on. And I was really blown away, because I saw we've seen it in different videos out there, movies, and it's where the big massive screens, They're clear screens, but they're all computerized, and it's where they move sections. So it was huge, this massive screen in front of them. And so I then walked further because I wanted to see who were these people that were in front of these screens. And yeah, there's a word that may trigger some people, but you shouldn't be watching this, because if it doesn't resonate with you, it's best to stop now, because it's not worth listening to the rest of what I've got to say. But if you ever a higher vibration and a higher frequency, you will know exactly, and you will feel the truth of what I'm speaking. If it doesn't resonate you, turn it off. Don't go any further. But so I connected in, and I looked to who was standing in front of the screens. And it was the generals, and it was the military. But it was wasn't their physical body, of course, but it was their it was the being of the soul of that individual, their higher state, their higher self. So they have been operating, and it hasn't been operating on this world. It's definitely out there, and it's off-world was where we were. So when I connected into them, I thought, okay, that's what I am to them. They knew there was just hundreds and hundreds of us coming up through, but they were at a high level again. So to connect with them, I had to lift my whole vibration again to connect. So I watched them, and I watched the screens. What was amazing, this big screen I was just speaking of, beyond that screen was the whole planet Earth laid out, but it was flat. There was no round, it was flat. So I saw all the different countries, and while I was looking at the countries, there was all these numbers ringing up. So then I was looking at the clear screen, and what I was watching is that they would go and lock in on a country, and they'd bring it up on the screen, and then parts of that country would come up, and there was all these numbers just racing through. And I stood back for a minute, and then I intuitively asked, what is happening here? It was incredible because the answers were coming straight to me while I was asking telepathically. The messages were coming through so clearly. What I was getting told was that what I was witnessing is they were overseeing everything, literally everything. Now, what they were doing, they were keeping an eye of every country. What every country had was a little screen, and it was the numbers dialing through, which I just said. But then at the clearer screen, there was this massive, it was, oh gosh, it's about this. Oh, I don't even know the width. I could easily... I'm just going to throw 5 meters wide. Now that was the total amount of every country that had the dial of the totals of the country coming through that connected into the bigger total on this side of the screen. I was fascinated. So I said, what are the totals? And I got told they were the totals. So that was the total from every country of the people getting in the arm. I stood back for a minute because I was really blown away. So I looked around for every country they pulled up. They were checking through. Now I do know within my heart, in the big panel of the numbers, there was an imprinted number. They wouldn't allow me to see because I came closer, because I thought there is a number that they're waiting to set for it to come through. I stood back and I thought, my gosh, this is controlled. They know. And it was really amazing because you could feel it from them that it was totally off earth experience, but there was of a higher source that was with them. And I can definitely say there were galactic people there, because there was so many in different suits, outfits that I haven't seen, but I have seen through my visions. And yeah, it was really overwhelming but fascinating, because I have never seen anything like this from my heart. So I absolutely knew. But one of the things that made me give me sort of the, okay, I feel comfortable. I did see Mr. T, and General Flynn was there as well, and all the generals. It gave me so much love, knowing they are there, but they are getting guided, and there is a total that they're waiting for. The total is very close now. I also got guided and told that it is going to be biblical. They are waiting for the divine time. So it's like something's going to step in. I was so blown away that I had to process a lot while I was there, because I was fascinated on the whole experience. And so what I was doing to tune myself even further, I'd put my hand out and connect to go closer, just to feel the energy, just to make sure that I felt comfortable about this. And so yeah, I've come away feeling so enlightened, so connected, knowing that when I was out there, I looked back at Earth and I felt the energy of the movie that's playing out, this false movie, the narrative that is playing out, and then how so many people are fearful. And I thought, it is so sad, but yet this is the way that people have to see it to believe it. And unless people don't see it, they're not going to believe it. So if you are at that point now, if you are really connected, knowing that something has to happen, let's join together and lift the vibration, because when you lift the vibration, this is where you will ascend up, and you will feel the connection of, okay, I understand why we're going through this. But I can assure you, while I was out there, it was meant to have gone on longer. It's not going to. It's not. And I got reassured while I was out there. So it's not going to be much longer. So hold on. Use your heart. Lift your vibration this weekend. Just know we're just about there. And I knew I wanted to go and learn more. I wanted to ask so many more questions. But they knew that I was going to report back to the ones that of the knowing. And it was really amazing, because all of a sudden I was powered up. I wanted to get in. I wanted to know more. And I had two souls that came side by side to me, and they started shutting me. They said, Karen, that's all you're going to get shown today. You can't take any more information to take back, but we're going to disconnect you from seeing. And all of a sudden, it just started going like this. And I was saying to my friends, oh, they're disconnecting me. Sorry, the low battery came through then. They're disconnecting me for me not to be able to see any further. And so I acknowledged it. I tried. That's just me, my personality. I just need to keep going further, but no. So they closed the curtains on me. And so I brought my friends back down and back into their body and to connect. And it just took me a wee while, because I was so deep, and it felt like I was in my own little portal coming back down. And it was amazing. It was this little portal energy globe that I was in. And yeah, came back down, and I had to sit there for a wee while just to take it all in and understand what we had experienced. So I just wanted to share this with my friends and just let you know that we are so close. So yeah, it's got to be just about Leah. Okay, see you later. Bye.